What's up, Dice Crew? Now, I was tuning in with Figment of the World, and Smac and Dejon Paul was having a great conversation, right? I actually was really rocking with how Smac was handling the conversation. It was a sensitive topic, serious topic, a personal topic. Depends on how certain people take it. However, I felt like it was something I wanted to give my feedback on and opinionate on and keep it a Benji like I do. So that's what I'm gonna do for the video and keep it a Benji for the reaction. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Shout out to the Dice Crew. And by no way, this video is not for me to try to bash anybody or disrespect anybody. We don't support no hate towards anybody. We just gonna keep it a Benji, and we gonna opinionate on certain things that we agree with and point out certain things that we disagree with. That's just that. But this ain't to just hate on nobody. This ain't to hate on nobody as a group or what people personally choices is in life. We just gonna keep it a Benji. But let's rock.
Yo, what's up? You sat in that motherfucker real comfortable. You look good.
Yeah, before we get up out of here, man, you know what I'm saying? Dejon just walked in. And, what's your thoughts, man? You owe an apology, man. What's your thoughts on that,
I agree with you and AD, what y'all said.
Okay. That's his stance, man.
What did they say?
Smack quiet. I like that.
I understand. I saw the clip. They played me the clip. I saw it on Yachty's page. I understand what you're saying, but I just don't feel that way. I disagree.
Yeah. You just throw it straight at somebody that had nothing to do with nothing.
But
you need to throw it at them, the people that talked about it.
They're not gay. They made a gay joke about me.
It don't matter. Isaiah Rashad ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Now, let me give y'all a little backstory, right? Because I'm not familiar with all these episodes and stuff that been everything detail by detail. But from what I had gathered, watching a little bit of this before I chose to double back and watch it with y'all, was Apollo was having some jokes towards Dejon Paul, and it was based upon his sexuality, right? And in return, Dejon Paul brought up Isaiah Rashid, the dude from TDE, who's as well, on the same type of timing as Dejon Paul is. So in the defense, he brought him up because they were saying some, things about him and his sexuality and his choices and stuff like that, right? And Smac is not feeling that because he feels like Isaiah wasn't in that conversation. He didn't say nothing about you. Why would you bring him up? And they both got some good points, but to me, Smac point outweighs Dejon Paul's point. I definitely get where Dejon Paul is coming from, but Smac point definitely outweighs his to me. But let's continue, and I'm gonna break it down some more.
When they kept having nothing to do with nothing. That's like if you talking about me and I throw a straight at your mama, sister, brother, or something. They don't got shit to do with nothing.
Y'all done that on this platform.
I never disrespected you before.
No. I said y'all have thrown shots at people's moms, kids, and XYZ.
For sure.
I ain't never threw no shots.
No,
we talking about
other people in general.
But they gotta do.
Okay, that aside. I hear you. That aside. I pointed out. They said I'm over here trying to fuck T-Rail, which is crazy. That's crazy. That's what they said. That's what y'all homie said. I can play the clip right now.
Play the clip.
I'll play the clip. I'll play the clip. To me, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was wrong. No, but so I said, hear me out. So, no. That's weird as fuck. So what did I say? I said, is Isaiah Rashad over there trying to fuck y'all?
Why are you bringing Isaiah Rashad?
Because y'all have a gay homie.
What do we gotta do with you getting at them?
If you have a gay homie, why are you on camera making gay jokes about somebody? Don't shame me for my sexuality if you have a gay homie. Isaiah Rashad should be mad at them for being a gay man. Your friends don't care. If my friends is on camera making gay jokes about somebody, I'd be like, bro, chill out. Because do you feel that way about me? And that's all I was saying. I was pointing out the fact that they have a gay homie.
I'm pointing out you just threw a man up in the equation that had nothing to do with nothing. Because you didn't have no get back on that man. So now you want to
just accept the gay jokes.
No,
yeah. So make whatever gay jokes you want to make about the genre is cool.
No, it's not. Get at them. Get at the niggas that's getting at you.
I pointed out that they have a gay homie.
That's
logic. That's logic. You shouldn't make gay jokes about somebody if you have a gay homie.
I don't think y'all need to be joking at all.
I didn't say nothing about that.
Now, I agree with Smac on that, right? I feel like they shouldn't be joking at all because obviously they not on that type of timing. They don't have that type of relationship or whatever the case may be. So things gonna go left, right? And I get where Dejon Paul is coming from. You know, that was some bizarre things to be saying. You know, they talking about he over there trying to do this to T-Rail. That's way out, you know. But however, Dejon Paul has to understand that you took a fight or a conversation between you and somebody else, or some whoever you had having an altercation with, a situation with. You took yourself from having it directly with them and you brought somebody else up. So now their name is getting drugged through all this time, this content. You know, you relaying him to trying to do something to them because they said you trying to do something to T-Real. That's not respectable. No matter how much, that's not respectful. You know, no matter how you do it, even if you feel like you got valid points, and I do feel like you got a valid like point on how, like, why you said it, I get it. It made a lot of sense, but that don't mean it was right. You know, you was very disrespectful towards Isaiah Rashid, especially if he feels offended. If he feel like he don't have no feeling towards it and he like you bringing him up as an example, then it is what it is. But if he got a problem with it, then I feel like you owe him an apology, man, because you brought him up in a conversation that had nothing to do with him, you know? Even though I get your point of view, you trying to relate everything they saying about you with their friend, but you can't be trying to pass the buck. The conversation is on you. And now you done jumped the conversation into talking about what Isaiah supposed to be doing and how he supposed to feel and how he supposed to carry his relationship with his homies. You know, stay out of their business, man. You don't know what they got going on, you know? You don't know if he talked to him and felt offended or what. But you not they homie in the same way that Isaiah is they homie. So they don't necessarily owe you the same type of, you know, respect or love or however it go. And you need to be honest and know that with yourself.
If y'all gotta throw the homie and bring the homie in it, because I fuck with you. I don't got nothing against you. But when you bring it up, him like, that ain't cool. Because I talked to him and like, that ain't cool. Now he don't even want to come on my platform because y'all talking about him on my platform. This is my platform. Back on Fig is my platform. Downstairs, hold up, bro. Hold on. Hold up. Downstairs is my platform. Sure. And y'all brought a nigga up that had nothing to do with nothing. Get that King, get that Macwap. Don't bring nobody else up in it.
Okay, so when are you guys gonna get at Keem and Macwap for what they said about me since I'm on your platform?
Now look, it seems like Smac is saying that the dude from TDE, Isaiah Rashid, might not want to come on his platform no more since this platform done brought his name up in such a bad light. You know what I mean? And if y'all not knowing with Smac take that TDE stuff to heart. You know, he loved TDE just like he loved Fit Community World. He got TDE all on his face and stuff like that, you know? And them his people, you know? So he feel offended. And he's more personally inclined to intervene with this whole situation because he's tied into all these parties. You know what I'm saying? He's tied into the whole equation, to the Apollo, Fig Community World, TDE. So he feel personally inclined to, like, you know, let me say my piece about this, you know? And y'all probably ruined something for me in the future for y'all, for you, Dejon, for speaking on somebody you shouldn't have spoke on just because you couldn't speak about a person who was talking about you. Yeah, you have to accept the jokes if you can't speak on him because he's speaking on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to speak on him. If you ain't got no jokes on him, do your homework. Next go around on the next episode, shoot some jokes. Until then, you got to accept that. You ain't going to always win every joke battle. You know what I mean? Some people better with jokes and some people is not.
Okay for them to make their jokes about it.
And Dejon Paul pointed out a good point too. He said, you know, since I'm a part of y'all over here working with y'all, is y'all gonna get at them for joking with me? And I agree with him on that. Like, if he's personally offended and he don't want people joking with his sexuality and stuff like that, then he gotta let everybody, then they should know, like, don't disrespect somebody who's working for my company. However, you gotta be clear and you can't open up the gate for no type of joke or no type of criticism if that's what we gonna be on though, Dejon. You know, you can't be speaking on people, critiquing people, and all this when you gonna have a glove off, because your choice in life is to be gay. Other people's choice in life is to be whatever they want to be, a rapper, podcaster, gangbanger, whatever their choice may be. So if you don't want a person judging you because your choice in life, your personal choice in life with your sexuality, then you can't be judging and critiquing people for their choice in life and what they want to do. Because anything you put out there is open for discussion, long as they're not being disrespectful about it. But you have to learn how to joke, return the favor, and joke on a person, whatever they're into. You know, man, you flip burgers, you know, whatever. You know, I don't like how you wear your hat. I don't know. That's what you supposed to do. But like, it's a weird thing. Like, you know, like Smac said though, maybe y'all should just stop joking overall.
I didn't see that.
You could.
Okay, because it wasn't on camera, but I got it.
Okay, well, respect it. I didn't see that.
I got it.
I didn't think that was cool. I didn't think it was cool for them to say I'm over here. I don't come here to get. They said I come to FMW to get fucked.
What's up, guys? Jordan Mills are fans that play on underdog black shit. With their pick'em game, you can win money by making sports picks. It's time to turn those texts into cash by going higher or lower on player stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and much more.
Imagine
I ain't gonna lie, that was funny, man. Oh, that was funny, man. No disrespect to Dejon Paul, but he said it, and that was funny, man. He said they said he'd be over there at FMW.
say that about you.
FMW. You get to $1,000 in bonus cash and free.
Imagine somebody say that about you. That's
No
fucked
flying,
up.
bro.
I feel you 100%.
And all I say is your homie at that label to get fucked. No, so respect me the same way you respect him.
I respect everything you saying. I'm not doubting you. I got it.
But you saying I shouldn't have said the name.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not doubting you. I got at them for disrespecting you. That was wrong.
All right.
All I'll do is that was fucking wrong. Don't get at
And it's
nobody.
not true.
Don't get at nobody on my platform about their sexuality. Whatever you do, that's what you do. And I already got it. You feel what I'm saying?
Respect.
All I'm saying was you brought this man up in there and he had to do with it. It ain't no argument. I ain't here against you. Me and you ain't no ill will. I ain't got no malice towards you, my nigga.
Right.
But I just felt that shit was weak.
I feel like it was the only card I had to play. Was the point?
And you know, I'm rocking, like I keep saying, I'm rocking with Smac Get Down on how he carrying himself in this situation. You know, he's being very thorough, very firm, and he's being honest, and he's also showing his fellow homie that he got his back. You know, the same energy that put you in a negative light in my platform, I'm gonna show you that, you know, you got defense on my platform. You know, you got a person like I nip that in the bud. Like, you not content on my platform, and a person can't just bring you up during content or none of that. And I respect Smac stance on that, homie. He's being a great homie when it comes to him and his relationship with Isaiah Rashid, right? And I do respect Dejon Paul honesty right there. He said he felt like that was the only card he had to play. And I understand that totally. Everybody understands it, I believe, Dejon. But you should, like, still know that you owe that man an apology and know you was wrong for bringing him up. You should be honest, like, you know what, I did feel like that was it was the only card I felt I had to play, but it still wasn't right. It can make sense all in the world, but that don't mean it was right.
Now that you
Man, I respect. That's only. I respect. I respect.
It's been, since I came in, ever since I did the first Shame on You episode, since then it's been a million gay jokes, and so on a million, hear me out, and on 1,000,001, I reacted. Cause I laughed, I just laughed and smiled at the other ones, smiled at all the gay jokes, all the XYZs, the group chats, all of that.
Now,
Just smiled at it.
why don't you take responsibility and blame yourself? Because once they did the first joke, talking about Terrell, anybody in this building, you should have nipped that in the bud. Don't play with me like that. I don't rock like that. Don't play with me like that. But you he on and made everybody think it was cool. So now when that 1,001 joke come, now you want to go overboard.
I think that's the risk with it, because you don't have to make a gay joke. It's not in the Constitution for you to make a gay joke. If you say a gay joke to a gay person, they might laugh or they might respond negatively. That's the
See, you gotta watch a person like Dejon Paul because he's like a slickster, right? And I think he's trying to paint this narrative on that company. because think about all the stuff he's bringing up and disclosing. Like, why are you bringing up the group chat? Why are you bringing up like it been 100 gay jokes? Why are you trying to paint this narrative like, you know, they bashing the gay community? Why are you overlooking that? Why are you making it seem like, you know, like you making these defenses like that's even the conversation? Like, oh, you don't have to make a gay joke and all that. Like, excuse me. Like, yeah, that's true. You don't have to make a gay joke. That's true. I get it, right? But at the same time, Smac is right. The moment somebody joked on you one time about your sexuality, you was supposed to nip that in the bud. No matter how you look at it, it ain't no come with the risk if you tell a person, hey, you know, I really don't like those type of jokes. You walk in there, you tell a person, hey, man, all jokes is cool, but excuse me, all jokes is cool, but don't talk about my weight. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta communicate and you gotta nip things in the bud, because 100 people, or however you feel, all these people done said something about you all this time and you didn't want to say nothing because you was just trying to get in a good position. You was trying to benefit. You didn't want to say nothing because you didn't want to stand for your community and you didn't want to stand for your sexuality, right? You didn't care for that, right? But you trying to use the sexuality in that community to back you in this situation. But you let this community that you stand for, Dejon, get alleged joked about all 100 times, right? And I point these type of things out with people like this because they like to play with that community and try to act like, yeah, the community gonna back me, and they want to try to make everything about the community because they know the community, that community run with each other and stand firm with each other. But guess what? Manipulation is true too. And people be trying to abuse things. And that's what I feel like Dejon Paul is trying to do right here. He's trying to abuse this situation right here. Don't act like you show up right for the community, your community, when you've been letting people speak on your community in the light that you obviously wasn't in agreement with. But instead of you checking that at the gate, you let it go on so you could get in a better position. Now, maybe that's how you rock. Maybe that's how your community is in favor of you carrying yourself about it. But to me, you know, you don't get no points to try to check something on the 101st time about that. If you was just talking about, like, you know, enough jokes is enough, then maybe I get it. But you just trying to make it like about that community, your rainbow stuff, just so you can kind of bash these people out. But Smac is carrying this conversation very intelligent, and I'm giving him his points. He's not letting you knock him off his focus. He's getting his points across. He's not bashing you, disrespecting you. Neither am I. And let's continue.
Risk is necessarily, you don't have to make it. That's the
I'm
risk
saying, why
when
you
you
didn't
tell
get
a
that in the
joke.
bud with these dudes?
You make a great point. I'll give you that.
Now 1,001 comes. Now you want to take your hat off and blow. You should have nipped that in the bud. Hey, Terrell, don't play with me like that. Hey, Pun, don't play with me. Hey, Juno, don't play with me.
I have
Hey,
a stroke if I was carrying on like that. You got to
No,
think. Every time I open my phone, people calling me F words.
We ain't talking about everybody on the phone. We talking about us. You let that shit linger on to now you got fed up, and then look what happened.
That's what happened. So you saying I should address it up front? I respect that. How you feel about that point? Should I address it up
Why
front?
you keep acting Pun? Pun ain't shit.
Shit.
Pun ain't shit right now. We're talking right now.
He's talking about that combo.
He can't vouch for you, bro.
He's talking about this combo.
See, he's just like an instigator now, you know. Smac is just passionate right now, so when you passionate, sometimes you say things like that be twisted up, but you mean something. And Pun has been around the block a long time, so he got enough sense to know that. So when Smac say, oh, Pun ain't nobody, dude, Dejon Paul, you put an emphasis on it and say, oh, Pun ain't nobody. Like, that's all a weird mentality, dude. That's foul. And Pun replied and said, he talking about in this conversation, like, which we all gathered, like what Smac is saying. He's like, why are you referring to Pun? We talking to you. You tend to not know how to fight your own battle. You need to work on that, Dejon Paul, especially if you want to grow in this media space. You can't do all the critiquing you do and talk about people and be a podcaster, journalist, and all this stuff. And when a person speak on you, you just gotta you can't even take it. You gotta make it personal. You gotta make it too passionate. You gotta make it be, oh, you're reaching for help. It's like, stop it. Come on, man. You talking about, oh, Pun ain't nobody? Why you trying to emphasize that? Like Smac said something like he meant disrespect. He didn't mean no disrespect, bro. But I'm catching you keep trying to, first you talking about Isaiah Rashid need to be upset with his homies. Why you keep creating another conversation like trying to get the spotlight off of you? If you don't want the spotlight, bro, get off the stage, man. Straight up.
Ask for his opinion on the conversation. That's all.
So how you feel what I just said? Like if you want to ask Pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making a great point here.
I just said you made a great point. Got you. You made it.
And see, then Smac referred to T-Rail because you referred to Pun. T-Rail said you making a great point, Smac. And y'all know, this is no disrespect to Smac. You know what I'm saying? But Smac gets on this camera and he do a lot of entertaining. That's what he want to do. Shout out to him. He good at it. But every blue moon, Smac try to, get in this deep bag and he like to keep it real and kick some knowledge or whatever. And you know how, people joke with Smac or at Smac. So if T-Real just sat there and said he making great points, if I'm sitting there saying he making all the great points, ain't nobody even trying to stop Smac from going down the path he going. He making all the sense in the world.
Great point.
Yeah, but another great point is he talked about Isaiah Rashad too.
And shout out to Dejon Paul too, because he's still, he's saying certain things. Like he said, I'm honest. He said, that was the only card I felt I had to play. Then he is telling Smac that he got some valid points. So at least he is kind of, understanding. Like he's not just standing firm like he didn't do nothing wrong. But had that energy for Isaiah Rashid.
Yeah, I played that clip on Fair to Say, 2 clips of that. So I didn't know.
I said what he did. He apologized.
I didn't know that, and I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know that you couldn't talk about Isaiah Rashad because I seen clips of y'all talking about him.
But that man didn't have nothing to do with what's going on this podcast between you, Team, and them, and he just got a straight through it out the blue.
And see, then that's like when the mind games come in, right? Like one moment you giving him all the, I get that, that's a point, you right, and all that, right? Playing that, like trying to make us all feel like he's being genuine and sincere, right? But then on the other hand, you talking about, I didn't know we couldn't talk about Isaiah Rashid. So you saying some way out, weirdo stuff. You creating this narrative that don't even exist. No one said that he can't get discussed. We talking about in this certain light. You didn't bring him up to give him no compliments or no light. You brought him up to speak on him, and when that man's sexuality got brought to the light, if I'm not mistaken, and this is no disrespect to him or nothing like that, I don't mean no type of to him or whatever, but if I'm not mistaken, right, I think dude from TDE, his sexuality got put out on the thing through somebody doing something foul to him, like leaking a video or a tape or something like that, right? So you can't even compare a person who was pretty much exposed with a person who's out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's on some type of, or maybe he did come out after the fact or something like that. I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But either way it go, who says that he want to be the poster boy for that community like that? You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be getting brought up every time a person bring up sexuality things in the community. We could refer to him. Let's refer to him. He probably don't want that. You should have all the respect in the world for your fellow person from your community anyway, Dejon. You're not showing him no respect. You're not showing him no respect, and he a part of the same community you from. And you're not even showing him no respect as a human. What make you feel like you as a human is the only human in this situation who feelings matter? That's why I be like, people like this who be acting, you know what I mean? We gotta pay attention to these type of people, man.
Yeah. I woke up and people were saying I'm trying to fuck the head of the platform. That's crazy. That's wrong too. So if what they said was wrong, what I said was wrong. But if what they said was right, what I said was right. That's how I look at it. We are the both wrong.
Both of y'all was wrong.
I respect
Do
that. I respect
they
that.
owe him an apology for saying that about
Tyron and Dejon. Yeah, they do. They both owe each other apology, and I stand on that. Now, just like he stand on business and he said, just like he stand on business and say he ain't gonna apologize, they can say the same thing. I ain't gonna apologize, but everybody in them two equations owe each other apology, bro.
Let me say this. This was my first time.
You know what? I think Dejon Paul should have just been an adult about it, and he should have said, you know what? I really didn't feel that, and I didn't like that, and get at them and say, you know what? Please don't y'all ever, play with me with them type of jokes ever again. I wasn't feeling what y'all said about me and the T-Rail thing and all that stuff and all that, and he should have just addressed that situation as a man. But it's hard for people to address things as a man when they out here trying to portray themselves not to just be a man. And that be the thing with some of these type of people. You know what I'm saying? With me. Like, you not in the right settings because you making a big old situation that it don't have to happen just because you can't be a man in a room in a conversation with other men. You referring to other people. You woo wah wah, bringing up other names, telling people how they should feel. Grow up, bro. Be a man about yourself, man. Quit trying to say you a part of the community just so you could have an excuse for you not to be a stand-up individual. I ain't feeling that, man. Because then you trying to bash these other people like they out here bashing that community. And they ain't on that. They just joking with you.
Hearing somebody say we both owe each other an apology, even though fair to say it's always been one-sided. Dejon, you need to apologize. None of my co-hosts, everyone said they was wrong for what they said about you. They need to apologize to you. So this is my first time.
See, now he's on another trip. He's going off and on how people treated him all on the other show. He's talking about how everybody's wrong again. It's like, bro, if you need some time to yourself so you could go get your stuff in order, so you could relax, whatever you need to do, go do it. But if you run around here with all these chips on your shoulder just because you don't know how to explain yourself to people, then, homie, this ain't going to be it for you. Because I can see dude trying to paint these bad narratives and he trying to be the victim, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not going to allow it. Only because people like this will start having other young boys trying to think that this is okay. Oh, I could be like this person. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be this and this and that. But, people ain't perfect. But we got to burn out these, these faults as well. So people understand that just because you think you a part of certain things, that don't mean that you right. And everybody else is wrong. And that don't mean your feelings matter more than everybody else.
Ever hearing, even comment-wise, I never even seen a comment where somebody was like, it's mutual apology.
Yeah.
I'm open to that. But a one-sided apology,
mutual apology, man.
Mutual apology, yeah, absolutely.
Mutual
One-sided
apology, guys.
That's it.
Because we should move past that.
That's it.
Bro, that dude is so selfish. Dejon Paul is so selfish. Do you hear him? He talking about, I never even heard it in the comments. I never hear people talking about how somebody should apologize to Dejon Paul. So for this to be said this about a mutual apology, then I'm for that. And it's like, no. You owe Isaiah Rashid an apology because you brought him up. You offended him. He don't owe no apology. Now, if Mac Wap and them want to give you an apology, then they can give you an apology. But if they don't give it to you, that don't mean you don't give it to Isaiah Rashid. Be a stand-up person. That's what you supposed to do. Weird, man.
You pass a gay joke, I feel like.
And I feel like you owe an apology too, since we're doing an apology tour.
Who?